I have been called a fearmonger. Now, in the past couple months, I have made a few videos that have compared the United States to Denmark and the Danish governmental system. And I have said that I don't like the way the United States government is handling its business for a number of reasons. I don't like some of the things they do. And some people have said, you are a fearmonger. You are trying to get people to be fearful. And I will say, no, I am not a fearmonger. A fearmonger is someone who intentionally spreads fear and alarm to cause panic. I am voicing my opinion. My opinion, First Amendment, saying that I am worried about the way things are going because I think things, if they continue, we're going to be a less harmonious country, and we're going to make some decisions that are very detrimental to the future of the institutions of this country. And the people who say you're fear-mongering is trying to put people on the defensive. They say, you're a fear-monger. No, I'm not. Maybe you just don't want to hear that maybe your opinions are not correct. I'm sorry. I am sorry. At some point, you need to be able to say, and you need to take a moment and go, wait, am I doing something wrong? Is my opinion not squaring with my reality? And I do that. And I listen to these people and I'm going, did I try to create fear? No, I didn't. Now, that doesn't mean that people don't fear things, because people fear things that make them uncomfortable. But I will say that pointing out some of the things that have occurred in this country is good, because we need to discuss it. And when you discuss it, then both you, the person calling me a fearmonger, and I will have a better sense of what's going on. Because I think things are having some problems. For instance, the tariffs. I think these tariffs are being implemented without a game plan. You're supposed to discuss. I have led organizations, and if you want people and everyone to go, well, at least, okay, maybe there's something, you have to set the stage. You have to give facts, and you have to show not only there's a plan, but there is a result that you are aiming for. I don't see that right now. I truly don't. Also, another one is I think that we are whitewashing our problematic history, because we have a problematic history. There are things, look, the truth is, I don't want to have the stuff pushed in front of me all the time, but it is something that needs to be looked at, and it needs to be known that we have been a horribly racist, horribly biased, bigoted country in some respects. Not all of it. Our Declaration of Independence and Constitution speaks to a higher moral ground than what existed when those documents were written and approved, and the country was founded with that spirit. And I'll leave one last thing, is I don't like the way people are being so vitriolic and retributive to other people who don't share their views. We need to live together, knowing that other people have different opinions. I know people in Alabama, I know people in New Jersey, I know people who live next to me have different opinions. They're all trying to make a go of it in a very chaotic country. And it's becoming more chaotic as we become more global, and as social media allows half-truths and opinions that then become truth. Because instead of having a conversation, we're just throwing things out, and people are taking what they want and they're grabbing it and they're going, oh, this looks like a good thing. I think I'll just follow up with this because, oh, I had a good lunch. Maybe just or a bad lunch, maybe something like that. So we need, and if you're going to stop a conversation by saying, no, don't say that, that makes me feel unhappy. You're a fearmonger. This is a personal attack. It is not about what I've said. It's a personal attack. And personal attacks are things that are not based in fact, are not a very good form of argument. And when I say argument, not an argument about I'm angry at you, but an argument in terms of coming up with a conclusion based on the facts you have, this just stymies the process. So if there's someone out there who says you're a fear monger, and without any reason, it's like, I could be a fear monger. Everyone can be a fear monger. You tell an outright lie, or you highlight certain horrible truths about someone, or you have some kind of apocalyptic view of the world that says the world's coming, and that causes fear, and then people start to, for example, in the pandemic, we thought we wouldn't get any more paper towels or toilet paper, and there are people who are still working off the toilet paper they bought during the pandemic. That's fear. Why? Because everyone was going, you got to get it. You don't run out of toilet paper. That is fear mongering, and that is causing alarm and fear. It may not be, and again, we're going about intentions, but you certainly are fear mongering. You should know. A reasonable person who says something that they reasonably know will cause fear, that is considered intentional. So we need to stop intentionally trying to make personal attacks on people and actually see what the issues are. Because if we don't start doing that, then we will never come close to trying to see what problems we're dealing with and how we may solve them. So, if I'm, I'll tell you something. When I talk about things, I make myself uncomfortable. So I have to feel that there are people out there who are feeling uncomfortable with some of the things I say, and certainly some of the things other people say. And, when things aren't going so well, it's important that we have the ability to feel uncomfortable and understand why we feel uncomfortable. And so we can dig down into the facts of the situation and actually try to come up with the best possible game plan that hopefully will lead to a solution. And we're going to continue to have to work on that game plan and adjust as new facts come out, as time goes by, and we see whether our game plan actually works. So please, don't make a personal assault on anyone unless they're actually being a really, really mean person. Let's look at the facts. Let's see what's going on, and let's try together, because this country has done pretty darn well by working together when we decided to. Just look at the generation that fought World War II, that's considered the best generation. Why? They had common grounds, and they understood everyone was in it together, and that's what we need to do. It's not you against me. It's we need to do the best we can to have the best society and country we can. Thank you kindly.